All right, I have gotten multiple requests today to discuss Jim Jordan's letter to Fani Willis and Fani Willis's scathing reply. Jim Jordan basically says his letter's 5 pages of gibberish. It's absolute gibberish, asserting a right that Congress does not have to interfere in state criminal prosecutions. Congress doesn't even have the right to interfere in federal prosecutions. Principles of federalism prevent Congress from doing really anything with regard to state prosecutions like the one that Fani Willis is conducting in Fulton County, Georgia. He says it's politically motivated, provides no evidence. The timing is politically motivated, provides no evidence. This indictment implicates significant federal interests because Trump's running for president. Congress appropriates federal funds, so we're allowed to investigate you because we appropriate federal funds. She dismantles all of this stuff. And then he demands like every document that she has relative to this case. Fani Willis would have been completely within her rights to completely just ignore his letter. She wrote an incredibly thorough 9-page response in which she breaks down every single way in which Jim Jordan's letter violates the Constitution, violates principles of federalism, violates federal law. And she provides case cites. She provides cites to statutes. But some of the best parts, she basically calls him stupid throughout the entire letter and points out things that any first-year law student would know is wrong after having read Jim Jordan's letter. Any first-year law student would read that letter and go, wow, they're really not allowed to do this. This is really dumb, silly, and stupid. I don't understand what they're trying to do here. And the best part is when you get to page 5, when she's like, I very could have just completely ignored your letter, but I'm going to voluntarily reply to your letter in the following way. That's after 4 pages of case law and statutes and legal principles and history telling Jim Jordan that he's a complete idiot. And I love this paragraph. Chairman Jordan, I tell people often, deal with reality or reality will deal with you. It is time that you deal with some basic realities. A special purpose grand jury made up of everyday citizens investigated for 10 months and made recommendations to me. A further reality is that a grand jury of completely different Fulton County citizens found probable cause against the defendants named in the indictment for RICO violations and various other felonies. Then this is bold and in italics. Face this reality, Chairman Jordan. The select group of defendants who you fret over in my jurisdiction are like every other defendant, entitled to no worse or better treatment than any other American citizen. And then there's another section in which she just, like, here's how these people could have avoided all of this. Here is another reality you must face. Those who wish to avoid felony charges in Fulton County, Georgia, including violations of Georgia RICO law, should not commit felonies in Fulton County, Georgia. That's a crazy concept. And then she's like, she goes on to say, just because Trump declared his presidency at a time when he was fully aware that my investigation was going on, doesn't give him a pass. That everybody who's under criminal investigation would just declare their candidacy for president. Your letter makes clear that you lack a basic understanding of the law, its practice, and the ethical obligations of attorneys generally and prosecutors specifically. She gives him some background on Georgia RICO law and then says, for a more thorough understanding of Georgia's RICO statute, its application in similar laws in other states, I encourage you to read RICO, state by state. As a non-member of the bar, you can purchase a copy for $249. What does that sentence mean? That sentence is Fani Willis saying, you went to law school in the early 90s and you never passed a bar exam. Jim Jordan and I went to the same law school. He went before me. I passed both bar exams that I've taken, Ohio and California, top 10%. Jim Jordan has never passed a bar exam, and he's been in Congress for almost 20 years. That's after serving 15 years or something in the Ohio State House and the Ohio Senate. He's a professional politician. He's everything that he rails about. He is everything that he rails about. He is the swamp. He is a professional politician, an incumbent in a gerrymandered district who just gets reelected every time because his voters are stupid. Okay, I don't know what happened there. I mean, she just rails on him. She attaches all of the bookkeeping, basically, for every federal grant her office has gotten, and is like, here's the breakdown. You have no basis to investigate me based on this. And then she provides a bunch of suggestions for things that Congress can do that would be helpful. She spanked him hard. She spanked him very, very hard.